Hello my lovely Taurians, welcome to my channel. So this is gonna be general spread, okay, for this upcoming week. I'm sorry if I'm running late with the readings. I've just realized the weeklies for every single star sign is a little bit too much for me to take. In terms of time, it's quite time consuming, plus the personal readings, you know. I'm still behind with personal readings, so yeah, anyway, but obviously your reading is coming up. We're gonna do general first for this week because the energy has been quite heavy. I don't know about you, but for me, in my life, retrograde, Mercury retrograde sort of did appear and did affect many aspects of my life, including uploading videos on YouTube, and it's been heavy. It hasn't been an easy week, you know, for me. Tension at work, I've experienced it. Tension in romantic relationships, I've experienced it. Miscommunications with friends, I've experienced it. I mean, you could say that this happens all the time, but actually it doesn't, you know. And I'm usually the person to have 2 feet on the ground. I'm quite down to earth. What I mean by that is I do tarot, but I always, you know, keep an open mind, and I'm quite logical about things. And I must say, the Mercury retrograde did hit my ass and bottom a little bit. But anyway, enough talking of me. Let me put AC, and then I'll continue with our reading. We'll see where we are right now, where you are right now, as if from now and this coming week. Any influences surrounding your situation, where, you know, what is on your mind, possibly what's happening in your dreams, what sort of is bothering you. You might be not thinking about it, but when I say it, it may kick in, and you will realize, you'll be like, oh yeah, that, you know, that I was just thinking about this. We're gonna look into your near future, more distant future, your self-perception. So how do you view yourself? How do people view you in your environment? And we're also gonna look into some pieces of advice from the universe. I just wash my hair, so ayo. And the possible outcome, okay? Sorry, I'm just so hot. I know I keep going on about it, but I'm in China and it's extremely hot here in Shanghai. Let me just find my AC remote control. It's right behind. Here we go. That's better. Okay. So, in terms of cosmic events, Mercury retrograde keeps going on, right? There will be a full moon happening very soon. Isn't it on 16th or 19th of July? So we're not there yet, okay? But yeah, we're still in Cancer season, and the Mercury retrograde is happening. So, like I said, whatever I've experienced this week, you might have been experiencing also. You might be experiencing more of a miscommunication in a romantic life. So, you know, if this happens, whether it's with your friend, with people who normally you get on, you know, you got to ask yourself, I mean, is it usual for them to act this way? Do they really mean what they say? Why are they acting this way? And you being aware of the Mercury retrograde, you might be able to, you know, take a step back and sort of be more nurturing and more understanding, okay? Because the knowledge of the Mercury retrograde sort of helped me to go for this week without holding grudges. I was showing more understanding, more compassion to people in my life, you know. So yeah, I encourage you to do the same, you know, because not everyone is into astrology. Not everyone believes in it, right? But you knowing this, you can use that information to make your life better and to improve your relationships with people in your life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited about your reading. I can't wait to see. So last week we were talking about, what we're talking about, someone coming back to you, wanting to give you apology, but you're so focused on you, possibly. Let's see. Where are you right now? This is a general reading, but I'm gonna look into love as well as general spread. Depending on the cards, we're gonna analyze different situations, and we're doing Celtic spread here, okay? Well, no, maybe first I'll pull the cards. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I sound like a mess. Right, because I only go half an hour. I'm going for a dinner with my friend, so I sort of want to I thought I would do that before the dinner, because after dinner I might be a little bit tipsy. So that wouldn't be a good idea to do reading while I'm being a little bit drunk. Tipsy, I could call it. Okay, so this is the reading for my lovely Taurians from today, which is the 14th of July, until the next week, 21st of July. I'm gonna pull the cards and then we're gonna look into your overall energy, Taurus. I'm pulling them right now. Whoa, Taurus. The overall energy from the bottom of the deck is Seven of Swords. Okay, this is, you know, I feel like with this card, this is card about being betrayed, being cheated on, or cheating on someone. So there are a few possibilities here. You know, if you are in a committed relationship, you might be, you know, you might be thinking of maybe someone else. Okay, if I'm not saying you are, this is about the feeling of betrayed. So I feel like if something happened in the past, because Mercury Retrograde brings the past back, you know, brings the events from the past, painful events back. Makes us recall somehow the painful memories. So I feel like someone is watching you. Whoever betrayed you, Taurus, look, these are the eyes, they're watching you, okay? Or maybe you watching them. Either way, this is about being betrayed, the feeling of betrayed. This is, you know, that's what it is. Cheating, betrayal, sneaking out of an uncomfortable situation, okay? And that is the over energy. I feel like you are being watched, Taurus, by someone who betrayed you back in time, okay? Or maybe this is the energy that is surrounding you this week because of the past and because of the Mercury Retrograde bringing that energy. Maybe that's what's happening in your thoughts. We're gonna explore this in more details, okay? We've got swords here, so it's all about mind, it's all about thinking. So maybe the person who betrayed you is thinking of you, or possibly you thinking of someone who betrayed you, you self-reflecting on the situation, or maybe that person who betrayed you feeling guilty because of Mercury Retrograde, and they can't stop thinking about where did they go wrong, and they're watching you, you know. That's how I'm getting here. That's the overall energy. Now let's look into where you are right now, Taurus. Okay, wow, 10 of Cups. So of course they're watching you, because now you've got 10 of Cups. You're feeling very happy, possibly they're watching you being fulfilled in your life. I'm not saying you are fulfilled, but sometimes, you know that we've talked about this in my recent videos. When we are Taurus, sometimes we very good at putting like a poker face on, or like we come across, people think that, you know, we sort of got those 10 of Cups even if we don't have it, okay? Because there's no need for us to make anyone feel like, you know, like we're lacking something in life. Not that we want to show it to people, but it's none of anyone's business, right? So the way people see you, where you are right now you're feeling fulfilled emotionally, okay? So I feel like this week you will be feeling fulfilled emotionally. 10 of Cups, it's 100% of emotional fulfillment. So whoever has cheated on you back in time, betrayed you, some people watching you, and they possibly envy this, Taurus. What is crossing you? What will not help you? Ooh, okay. What is what is crossing you? So what will not help you, or help you if you know, what will not help you if you keep thinking, going back to past of how you got left out in the cold, okay? This is where you are right now. 10 of Cups, you're very fulfilled and happy. Why going back to the past? Because I know this happened back in time, Taurus. I feel it, I know it. We've talked about it in the past, okay? I get it, but you know, you don't need to feel those feelings of being left out in the cold, as if you know, lost out financially. Yes, you lost your money. Yes, you got screwed over. Yes, but this is the past. So don't go back there because of Mercury retrograde. And whenever you start thinking about what happened back in time, how you got left out in the cold, how you got betrayed, how you got hurt, how you were left with nothing, how you got betrayed by people, okay, don't remind yourself it's a Mercury retrograde. It's possibly that's what's happening. It's just happening in your thoughts, because right now you've got everything you need. 10 of Cups, okay. Now I feel like my iPad is a little blurry. I'm not sure why. Okay, on the subconscious level, hang on, I've got too many cards here. Something is wrong here. Oh my goodness, wait a sec. I moved it. I moved the cards. Okay. That was here. That was here. So I think I got the wrong card. Excuse me. Sorry. This is the near future. Okay. You might be thinking, you might be left out in the cold. What is crossing you? So where are you right now? You're here, you're feeling fulfilled emotionally. What's crossing you? Ace of Swords. So what will help you is if you look into your situation, your life right now, from the logical and emotional place, you know, logical and emotional point of view. Remember, every sword's got two edges. Is that what you could say? I always forget that phrase, but you know what I mean. So in your life, you know, there are days when you're not happy, there are days when you're happy, but look at your relationship with someone in your life from a logical and emotional point of view, not just emotional, okay? So I feel like this is important for you. In order to remain in this situation, it's important that you always have a clarity of where you are in your life, and always use your not just emotions but also logic, okay? So be like balanced, because I think that balance is important in order to feel fulfilled for you, because you are practical but you need security in life, Taurus. So you need emotional fulfillment and security, which depends sometimes on logic, right, as well. So logic, you need to balance logic and emotions, okay, in the following week, and you're doing that great. But to stay there for longer, up to August, you need to make sure whenever you're feeling low, whenever you feel like you haven't got enough, be logical, okay? Don't make hasty actions. Keep a good balance of logic and emotions. Always ask yourself, how do I feel? Write down what I feel. Is this logical? Is this just what I feel right now, or have I been feeling, or I'm feeling like this all the time, okay? On a subconscious level, we've got Three of Coins. So working. So in your dreams, or when you're having your me time, when you look in the mirror, when you're putting makeup on, you know, you sort of start thinking about your life, and you're wondering, you're working on something, and you wonder whether you're on the same page, okay? Maybe this is to do with work, or maybe it's to do with money, or maybe it could also be to do with love. If it's love related, you know, there might be a third party situation you considering, you're thinking of. But more than anything, it's about, I feel like, you know, you working on something, you're trying to, you know, build something for yourself, Taurus, you know. Yes, that's how I feel, you know, here. But we're going to come back to this card later, and in the extended, we're going to clarify these cards. Your past influence is Nine of Cups, wish being fulfilled. You've had everything back in time, but you were missing that one cup. So you felt like back in time something was missing, okay? Maybe following that betrayal, or someone, whoever betrayed you, left you feeling like, you know, that they were that one cup, possibly. You couldn't take them back. Possibly if it's a job or person. So you were happy with your life, but you knew in the recent past something's been missing. But you see, the good thing is that in the next week from today onwards, you might be feeling differently. You might be feeling like, you know what, I've got everything I really need. Where will you be putting most of your energy, Taurus, from today until next week? Oh my goodness. So there's some kind of decision of walking away, and I think this is to do with thinking, you know. You're getting on the boat, you're walking away from something that did not serve you, and you're sailing towards a brighter future. But let me clarify this card. What I mean when I say that is that the overall energy is this one, right? Being betrayed. This is all sorts about thinking. So I feel like because of Mercury retrograde, you might be thinking about this betrayal of someone's betrayed someone, cheated on you, there's someone on your mind, okay, but you walking away from this something that was not fulfilling, that kept you stuck in your mind for so long, Taurus. You know, you finally realizing that's it, I am getting on the boat and I am sailing towards a brighter, better future because I am worth it, I deserve it. And the moment you getting on the boat in your mind, right, you get in your 10 of Cups, okay? So in order to get your 10 of Cups with your current person or with someone new, you've got to leave the past behind. And that is what you're doing in your mind, though the Mercury retrograde might be bothering you and be like, come on, get in touch with your ex, come on, and message them, come on, maybe it was your fault or whatever. There might be lots of thoughts happening or going through your mind. You know, you're not being fooled by Mercury retrograde. Oh no, I'm not being fooled. I'm getting on that boat, my dear Mercury retrograde, and I am sailing for my life, basically, for a better life. But in the near future, you know, you might be feeling, that's the card that I got wrong at the beginning, the position wise. You might be, you know, feeling left out in the cold. You might be, that's the card. But I feel like, again, this is the energy of you still thinking about, oh, I haven't got enough money. I am, you know, feeling left out emotionally. I'm missing something on the emotional, financial level. And I feel like, you know, whatever you're gonna walk away from might make you feel like, you know, you will be missing the money, you've missed some kind of opportunity in life. Like, I think the energy will be like hanging around you, okay? But I genuinely think this is the next week, so you will be going through, like, I think today, tomorrow, you'll be like, yeah, you know, Mercury retrograde, please do not fool me, because I'm not that naive. I'm not gonna get fooled no more, you know. I'm not gonna allow these people or this person to destroy what I've built, you know. But then again, throughout the week, in the middle of the week, you might be feeling like, you know, I feel like, you know, you might, you know, like we all do, you might end up having like, you know, very low moments when you're feeling low and thinking about, you know, I wish, you know, things were different, you know. You might be feeling like a victim, you know, you might be victimizing yourself and self-pitying yourself, and it's normal, you know, when, you know, considering that you got hurt back in time, that you got betrayed. But if that happens, Taurus, remember, this is Mercury retrograde. Think about, why am I feeling this way? If I was all right 2 weeks ago, why am I feeling this way now? Okay, so blame it on a Mercury retrograde, please. I do it and it works. Okay, your self-perception, how do you view yourself, is with, you know, you keep walking away from something that is not fulfilling you. Okay, so again, we've got two cards of walking away. Okay, so whoever has been on your mind from the past, or someone who, the recent past, so whoever betrayed you, because this is who we're talking about in this reading, someone betrayed you back in time, people, person, situation, and they're watching you. You finally, you know, getting on that boat when the Mercury retrograde reminds you of the situation with a regret. You're like, yeah, I know shit happened, but, you know, I still got a life ahead of me. So you're not being fooled, but you're also aware you're walking away from something that was not fulfilling, you know. Whatever that person gave you back in time, it was 8 of Cups, and you deserve more, you know. You deserve 10 of Cups, and that's where you are right now, you know. Which is strange, because I feel like you might be involved, you know, because we've got here 3 of Coins. You might be in a third party situation, so you're walking away from one person and you're staying with another, okay, because that one person gave you 8 of Cups, the other one's got 10. Maybe you're in love with 2 people. It happens, right? but you're doing soul searching throughout this week, okay? You're like, okay, I know I got hurt back in time. I know I got betrayed, and I know I stayed in my head for so long, way too long. And this week or last week or recently, I've been feeling these emotions all over again. But I can't live like this. I got to move on. So I'm doing soul searching because I believe there is more that I deserve in this world, okay? If this someone gave me 8 of Cups, I bet there's something more. And maybe there's something more I could find with the current person or the other person in my life, okay? Maybe I should get back with my family. Maybe this is the journey that I was led to right at the beginning. The way people view Taurus is with 8 of Coins, focusing on your money, focusing on your personal development, becoming a better person, doing work within yourself, spiritual work, focusing on details. Nothing can get unnoticed. You're very observant. You're focusing on you working on, boosting your finances, because you're feeling like the past made you lose money. You've lost something that you keep reminding yourself, I need to make sure I never end up like this again. I gotta make sure this is not gonna be repeated, okay? So you're working, you're creating something, you're focusing on yourself, Taurus, okay? And people see this, okay? That you got no time for bullshit. You got not even time so much for love offers. What you've got time for is yourself. Me, leaving past behind. Me, focusing on my coin. Me. That's what this week is about. It's about you, Taurus. And what is the secret message or advice? Oh my goodness. It's all... So again, the spirit is telling you, Taurus, you'll be feeling up and down this week. You'll be like, oh, I really miss that person. The person who betrayed you. I'm reminding you. I really miss them. But, you're focusing. This card is about focusing on something that did not work out. And self-pitying yourself, feeling guilty. The advice here, as harsh as it sounds, stop crying over spilled milk. You can get to your castle that you're trying to build. If you just change your perspective, if you change your mind, you should stop focusing on these 2 cups. It's done and dusted. Move on, get back to your castle. You've got still 2 cups behind you. That means there's still something else, in your love department that you can manifest, okay? What did you learn from this situation? That's what you got to ask yourself. What did I learn from this situation? How can I make sure I don't repeat this mistake all over again, okay? So if you find yourself in this energy, just remind yourself, Mercury Retrograde, do not trick me. I've been in those feelings long enough. Now I'm going to cross this river and I'm going to get to my castle, and I'm going to focus on what I need to focus on, my personal development and doing and doing soul searching. That is what I'm focusing on. So no point keep regretting about what happened in the past. The past had to happen for you to lead you to where you're gonna be now. Happy, fulfilled. And now this person from the past, or people, Taurus, they're watching you. Look at these eyes. I feel like they're watching you. And you look happy. You look sexy, you look happy, and they're watching you. Look at their eyes. They envy you, in fact. Whoa, it's like you are the one who got away, possibly. Whether it's to do with a group of people or a person. And the outcome is King of Coins. Of course, you being practical. After you working on your money, focusing on you, you're gonna, multiply your assets, okay? King of Coins believes, is very much like you, Taurus, believes in giving things to others, giving money to others, because whatever they give, and they don't expect anything in return. But whenever they give to someone something just unconditionally, somehow it returns to them. Okay, so this King of Pentacles, also we call it, believes in giving to people. When you give to someone, it returns to you. It comes back to you, sort of tripled, in a triple amount. Okay, so you're very happy to guide people how to get to where they need to get. And I think that's a very good example, because even me as a Taurus, you know, I love helping my friends to get jobs. I love helping them with filling out job application forms, guiding them to their success. Okay, it brings me pleasure, and this is you, Taurus. Okay, people will be looking up to you, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, Taurus got their head screwed on. They're very practical. They know how to make the money. Okay, so this is a beautiful energy. I mean, beautiful isn't like materialistic, but there's nothing wrong with that, because you've got this energy lingering above your head. I need to make sure I never end up like this again. Taurus, we're gonna clarify this in your extended reading, so I will see you on the other side. Bye bye. Oh, sorry, and how do you get the extended link? Just have a look in the description box below. You just got to donate to my channel, if you don't mind. Any amount is fine, and I'll be able to forward to the extended link to this video. Thank you very much. I love you so much, and I'm gonna do your love related reading possibly tonight or tomorrow, as soon as I got a minute. Okay, thank you. Bye.